Hello, class. Tonight we're going to talk about strategic writing and sales and marketing. And the first thing we want to talk about is just defining marketing. That is the act of researching, creating, refining, promoting, and distributing a product or service. And there is or should be a place for strategic writers at all levels or phases of this process. And a lot of times you can see where they didn't involve the writers till later, and it's very confusing. Sales is where you directly ask consumers to buy your product or service. Often that might be in a retail atmosphere or online. And as strategic writers, we'll produce brochures, websites, television commercials, anything, any kind of written material or broadcast material that requires writing that helps salespeople, which is referred to as sales support. Often there's the disconnect between salespeople and marketers. Salespeople believe the marketing people are out of touch, while marketers often look at salespeople as people who would do anything just to make the sale. But they should speak with one voice, the main strategic message developed through an integrated marketing communication plan. That's IMC. Marketing writing can include overt advertising like commercials. It can also be a part of public relations, a news release announcing the launch of a new product, for example. Plus, reports we might write is definitely business communication. So, given all of that overlap, the lines can be blurred among marketers, advertisers, PR people, and business communicators. So you have to be good at all of it, PR, advertising, and how to write sales letters and business reports. And we learned about the strategic message planner, and that's a good document to use in planning any major document. That brings us to sales letters and email blasts. So the purpose is to get someone to buy your good or service. That's the purpose of a sales message. And the audience really is one person. You may send thousands, as we do at OTC, thousands of messages, but each person who gets a sales letter has to be viewed as an individual. And you would always send these via paper, or these days, more likely than not, is going to be sent via email. Format of a sales letter, and we're talking about a paper one. Usually it's one page because people don't read that much anymore. And you put it on your organization's stationery, single spaced, but an extra space between paragraphs. And at the bottom, you would list if you carbon copy anyone, a postscript, and an enclosure if there is one. And then you can include in there highlighted passages, boldface type, underlining, different colors of type, anything that might draw attention to important passages, sentences, or benefits in the letter. Often you'll begin with a teaser headline, and these are optional. These ask a question, mention a problem, refer to a solution, something eye-catching, or mention a word that sells, such as free. Then you create a sense of desire. This involves detailing a scenario, and the recipient will view the product or service as the solution. And we deal with BMAX, that's pretty obvious what the problem might be and what the solution is. And in part 3, present your product or service as the solution to the problem. For example, got termites? Call Terminix. In part 4, ask for the sale. Give all of the details about how the recipient of the letter can buy the product. In a final paragraph, re-evoke the sense of need, then ask for the sale again. So you want to talk about that scenario and then ask for the sale one more time. And part 6 is a postscript. That's below the signature, or PS. Oftentimes, this is the second thing people read after the salutation. Often it'll appear handwritten. One final ask for the sale, or even order now and receive a benefit, such as free shipping. So the tips are: consider using a strategic message planner to refine the clear message of the letter. We talked about that. Really, that's a good thing to do for all communication. And then review successful sales messages that you've received or you find in your life. All right, so that concludes marketing, messaging, and sales letters and e-blasts. Thank you for listening.